Hey guys, welcome back to the WAG Station. I'm your host, Mr. Rushing a video out before Christmas. And first of all, Merry Christmas. So, Christmas is all about the giving, right? So, you give me a like and sub, I'll give you some quality content. Now, anyways, today I'll be talking about the Henry Stickmin collection. I grew up with these games, not the collection, but the original Flash games when Flash was a thing. It's too bad that they shut down Flash though. There was some great fan games out there, like Super Mario 63 was definitely one of my favorites. Sure, maybe some of them weren't really good and some of them may have been weird, but Flash was pretty cool. Plus he had access to all these Henry Stickmin games. Now, like I said, I'll be talking about the Henry Stickmin collection. So, I told you that they were originally on Flash. Now, they've been ported over and fully remastered all into one collection. It has been for a while now, actually, too, so I'm a little bit irrelevant on these things. So this collection comes with 6 games: breaking the bank, escaping the prison, stealing the diamond, infiltrating the airship, fleeing the complex, and brand new and exclusive to the collection, completing the mission. Henry Stickmin is a point-and-click choose-your-own-adventure game that has tons of absurd options to progress through the game. Some help you, some make you fail at the game, and even if you do fail, you're able to get right back up where you were before. Now, some of these fail screens have references to other games, or can help you get achievements as well. Now, the options you can choose to progress also has references to other games, like the pickaxe from Minecraft. Sorry, Fortnite, you didn't exist fast enough to get into this collection.
Where are we dropping, boys?
Oh, never mind. No, stop. Stop! So, now it's time to talk about the games. First up here, Breaking the Bank. BTB is the prologue of the Henry Stickmin collection, and it's all about how Henry became a wanted criminal. Now, this game is very simple. It only has 6 options, which means 5 fails and 1 right answer. The right answer is the disguise bag. But how the heck does he tie the knot from the outside of the bag when he's inside of the bag? I guess we'll never know. Next game here is Episode 1, Escaping the Prison. Now right away, this is way better than Breaking the Bank, because this game has obviously way more options than just 6, because it's no longer a prologue, and as well, it comes with multiple endings. 3 different endings in this game. And there's a few references in this game. Like, I understand this one in the fail screen where it says when Henry tripped, it's a Brawl reference. Of course, referencing Super Smash Bros. Brawl stupid tripping. Although it's not that bad. It's bad, but it definitely doesn't happen to me as often as everyone else is saying it to be. Now anyways, there's another reference I understand where Henry is dodging all these bullets in slow motion. I understand that it comes from the movie The Matrix. And as well, there's an entire route based off of Ace Attorney. So yeah, there's also a couple achievements you can find that are actually fun to find. Like, there's this one where you get to find donuts around the prison. And then there's like one bagel, and then the game says, BAGEL! Now, all 3 endings in this game are really good. Like, there's one ending after when you use the plungers. You click on the sun, and yeah, make that 4 references, I understand. Now, that's all I really have to say about Escaping the Prison. It's a solid Henry Stickmin game. It's just definitely not the best in the entire series. Breaking the Bank is definitely the weakest in the series because it is only 6 options. Now, third game in the collection is Episode 2, Stealing the Diamond. After when Henry escape the prison, he's got to get some quick cash by stealing a whole huge diamond. Once again, this game has 3 different endings. One ending has you busting into the museum and going through lots of QuickTime events. The other 2 endings require you to sneak into the museum by going over the wall. Or through the wall, I guess. Now, this game is when the references get really good, in my opinion. There are tons of paintings around the museum, except I, left-clicked all over them, because, yeah, I got an achievement out of it, so I have to go into, the map just to see if there's any paintings left over, so I'll show off 2 of my favorites.
And you gotta help us!
Now, anyways, the major highlights in this game, I would say, would be this GTA reference, and this epic ending is pretty cool, to be honest. And yeah, that was Stealing the Diamond. It was a lot shorter to explain about it than I thought, but yeah, next game. Now, the 4th game in the Henry Stickmin series, Infiltrating the Airship, is when the games get really important for the finale of the series. Henry gets captured by the government to try to make him help out with getting rid of the Top Hat clan, which is a big criminal organization. And basically, you have to get rid of the entire airship division of this Top Hat clan to calm things down in their world. Now, this game has 4 different endings. 5 if you count this joke ending. Well, that was an experience. Each ending splits up right at the beginning of the game. You get 4 different options, and each of them bring you to a different ending. One of them's obviously the joke ending, but this game also introduces the masterpiece of a video game character, which is Charles. Come on, who would hate this guy?
Alright, here I come. Da, 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 da.
Also, I'm so outdated to my generation that I'm the only one that understands this reference to the game in my entire friend group. Now, there are 2 endings you can choose of one of the paths, to join either the Top Hat clan and betray the government, or you can send the Top Hat leader to the government, and there you go, problem solved. And there's an ending where you can steal a big ruby. Nothing beats a good old classic Henry Stickmin ending that has him robbing some stuff. Now, that's all I have to say about this game. Next up here is the 5th game in the Henry Stickmin collection, Episode 4, Fleeing the Complex. This game was my favorite in the entire Henry Stickmin series, just because I understood so many of the references. I recognize references from the Tony Hawk games, or maybe it's from Skate, I don't know. I never played Skate. Mario Kart, I understand the reference, the Mario and Luigi RPG series, and the Metal Gear series. At least that's what I think this reference is from. Now, there are some non-reference options in this game, like the classic distraction dance, and this insane instant replay. Maybe you can count that one as a reference to memes and stuff, but I personally don't really count it. Now, next up here, there are 5 true endings in this game. Unlike infiltrating airships, 4 true endings and 1 joke ending. Now, all 5 of these endings are great. You have one where you help out Ellie Rose escape with you, one where you just betray her altogether after she helps you. You have one with Charles again.
I got the perfect plan. This is the greatest plan.
And next up for endings here, you got the Top Hat clan coming over and helps you. And finally, you have one where Henry Stickmin is presumed dead. Now, like I said, this game has tons of cool references. I'd personally say it's the best in the entire Henry Stickmin series because of how many there are and how many good games they chose for references. I almost forgot to mention this Punch-Out a reference, for example. Now, that's really all for Fleeing the Complex. Now, exclusive to the Henry Stickmin collection, Episode 5, Completing the Mission. After Henry did whatever in both infiltrating the airship and fleeing the complex, the Top Hats now have a secret jungle base, trying to launch a rocket into space and orbit around Earth to make them really hard to catch when they're doing their criminal schemes. Now, I don't even know where to start with this game. So you remember how I said in Infiltrating the Airship where I said, starting with these games it becomes really important for the finale of the collection? Well, you're able to choose between one ending from infiltrating the airship and one ending from fleeing the complex to choose what path you want in this game. Not all of them will match up though, like a government ending with a Top Hat clan ending, because, you know, that makes sense. But there are still a lot of paths. Plus certain paths have multiple endings anyways to even things out, which brings up the total amount of endings to 16. That's a lot of replay value. Like, I don't even know what to talk about in this game. This became my new favorite in the entire Henry Stickmin series when I bought the collection. Personally, some highlight paths in this game would be where Henry, Charles, and Ellie all work together to stop the Top Hats, this anime style path, one where Ellie sneaks onto the Top Hat clan's airship after when you betrayed her and fleeing the complex, and one that just has a full-on Undertale battle. There's even a section of the game that references the true first game of Henry Stickmin, Crossing the Pit. Now, after when you get all of the endings in completing the mission, you are able to get the secret where the multiverse is overloading, I guess, and then it shows how Henry got his package in escaping the prison.
Oh, a package, huh? Oi, Dave! Yep. Hey, I got a package here for someone named Henry. I love delivering packages.
Now, I am basically speechless with completing the mission because of how good this is. It's the best in the entire series, I'd say. So, all done with completing the mission. Now, exclusive content for this collection includes the bios, which is short biographies of characters that you find in the entire collection. Now, in order to get these bios, you have to right-click on them when they appear on screen. Some are easier to find than others, because some are only exclusive to certain paths, or some are just always usually there, like Charles, for example. Now, you automatically unlock Henry Stickmin in every single game, because he's the main character anyways. So, other exclusive content includes achievements for Breaking the Bank, because Breaking the Bank never had achievements in its Flash game counterpart. Now, there is a funny achievement in completing the mission where you have to find mini crewmates around the entire game from Among Us. Now, when you click on the gray one, it gets punched off the screen with like an actual hand and everything. Because gray didn't exist in Among Us at the time. Oh yeah, this game collection was also made with the help of the Among Us creator, which is why there's tons of sound effects that are from Among Us, and is why there's tons of Henry Stickmin items in Among Us. So yeah, that was the Henry Stickmin collection. This was a blast of the past for me, because I grew up with these games, and it will always hold a special place with me. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.